Well, at the age of about 52, my former position with the company was wiped out, so they downsized and I was left to sort out what to do. And I'd always had an interest in real estate. I'd actually taken a few classes, night classes up at Bakersfield College. So I ordered some books, home studied for a couple months, went and took the test and got started. About 7 years. Well, you gotta love this job. I mean, you get up every morning and when your feet hit the ground, you're saying, I love my job, I love real estate. I love my job, I love real estate. I enjoy the job because every day is a challenge. You don't know hour to hour what you're gonna be dealing with. Probably one of the funner things that I did, I had an older woman in her mid-80s moving from the family home in Rosedale where she'd raised all her kids to a retirement community setup. And she was able to take the 2 dogs, but not Oscar the pig. And Oscar was lovable. He was a very overweight, old, pot-belly, ugly, cute pig. So she moved out probably about 2 or 3 weeks before we closed escrow, and I was desperately pleading with the buyer's agent, will they take Oscar? Can Oscar stay on the property? Because it was a pretty good property and he had free reign roaming around. And I probably bugged him to death, you know. About 5 phone calls later, he finally said, yes, the buyers agreed to take Oscar and take care of him. But during that 2 weeks, I was stopping at the day-old bread store every other day because Oscar loved bagels. And I had a client where we went to show a property. I had an appointment. The bottom lock worked, but it was dead-bolted, and I knew the house was vacant. It was a bank-owned deal. So we went around back, same thing with the back door. So my client and I found a window that was, we were able to jimmy it, and I boosted him up. He got up and in. So we got in the house, and we're walking through talking and meandering back to the bedrooms, and sure enough, we open one door, and there's an older teenager in a sleeping bag on the floor. Just both kind of backed off and said, hey, it's okay, just get your stuff and go. And I think stuff like that happens a lot too. The brand name, the scope of the business, the support, the great people I work with and for. I love the fact that my office manager, Brian Tuttle, has a very open door policy. I feel very protected and taken care of. I know I can go to him with anything and we'll get it figured out. So, get up, get dressed every morning, get into the office, and you never know who's going to walk in the door. And again, that's the joy of the business. You just don't know from hour to hour what you're going to be dealing with. It's probably the most satisfying to me is helping people. You know, it is a